Okay, good morning everybody. So it's Friday. We're finishing our week here. Let's go through the day trading zones for the day. And we are 7:30 a.m. EST US. We bid 11. Okay, so what's the game plan for today? Well, number one, let's go for the big picture. Okay, as usual, you always want to look at the big picture. So that's the 1, 2, 3 formation that I talked for days and weeks, which is what? Which is since March in the market, you have higher lows. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We broke that trend line here at 1150. Okay, and we touched the February low here at the 1040, 1037. Okay, right there. We are back in the channel here. But let's zoom. I want to show you something. If you look at the daily channel from the top here, you do a trend line. And you know, when you do a trend line, you start at the top, then you look for a minor high before the low, and this is your trend line. What does that mean? That means that your trend line shows there's a big problem around the 1125, 1130 area where my X is. This is going to be a big problem. Okay? And we have an 1117 on the ES also, which is a big problem to create a trade from 1117 to the 2530 area. Okay, so let me show you in the zones right now. Let's go do the day trading zones. So you see, if you look at the day trading zones, we're in that range, which is very tight, which is the 98.11025, which we supported very well yesterday. They tested 2 or 3 times that O2 area. Okay, and we have that O7 still and that O975. So O7, O975 is key this morning to hold if you want a retest here of the 17.5 area, 16 area. When that 17.5 area is cleared, then we are clear slowly but surely to test that 25 I showed you on the trend line, or the 32. Okay, which is the trend line as well on the daily. Okay, but you in the meanwhile, the tricky zone is right there. That 1102, 1109, 7 points, or 1107, 1109 to that 17, which is 7 points. So the 7 points here, 7 points here, or those 14 points from about 1198, 1102 to the 17s, those are the tricky point zone that we have to break up or down to have a nice momentum going. But then even if we break on the upside, I would be extremely cautious at 25 and 32 because I show you that trend lines. That's it. You have everything, guys, that you need for the ES. As far as the euro, you know the drill in the euro. I showed you for many days that we broke that 121 cluster, and now we are going to the 124 cluster. So watch at the zone, the day trading zones on the euro. You see, it's broke that 21 cluster. I wish I can show you even better. Not like this, but like this. Like this. Yes, that's the cluster. So you see, we broke the 121 cluster, which was key for the euro. Key. After you broke that 121 cluster here, it was on its way to the 122.5 cluster and the 24.5 cluster. So we talked about that. Slowly but surely it's going. See what I mean? So the 22.5 cluster here held after the break of the famous 21, which was key. We are testing the 24, 24.5. But then I would be careful. Okay? The major lines are that 24.5 and that around the 125. This is going to be a problem for the euro on the resistance side, and the range on the euro is going to be that 121, 125. You have a great weekend, everybody. That's enough. Watch the previous videos. Also, don't forget, slowly but surely, we are transitioning to our new Twitter page for the zones and the pre-market analysis and the stream, which is going to be the day trading zones on Twitter, and the same on YouTube, day trading zones. So just watch those 2 channels. I'll post them in the membership, but we are transitioning slowly because it will be live I believe an official within the next 2 to 4 weeks, so 3 weeks average. Okay, take care, guys. Have a great weekend.